Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm hoping my audio works. Actually, I should probably pull it up my phone just to make sure, because I know I had an audio issue last time. Yeah, we're going to do an hour race at the Daytona Tri-Oval tonight. This is part of our playoffs, so right now we have 6 drivers competing for, over the next 3 rounds, for the last 4 spots. Whoever makes it to the final 4 will do a single race to decide the champion of the playoffs. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Normally on my stream I have the chat up, but I can't seem to figure out how to get it back up. I must have closed it at some point. See if this is working here. Yeah. Alright, well, it seems like it's working. Well, now I can't see my different audios. That's okay. I gotta get used to using OBS. But I think everything's up. Everything should be working. But we're gonna get going in a little bit. Usually we try to start qualifying at 11:45. Or 11:40, 11:45, so we should kick it off in just a moment. I was thinking of using a different car, but I forget which. We have a couple different manufacturers that we can pick from, and I forget which ones I do because 99% of the time I just use the Porsche 911. So I know it's going to get better gas mileage than some of these other cars, so I think I'm just going to run with it. It certainly won't be the fastest car, but if I can stick with a group, then I might be able to maintain a decent speed and maybe be at in a good spot towards the end. So we'll have to just kind of see how it plays out. But I don't want to use the wrong car and then get disqualified for using the wrong car. So I'm just going to run with what I know. And we'll do the best that we can do. In the playoffs, I do start with a... actually, Animal's using the Peugeot VGT. I wonder if I should use that and just run with him. That I know I definitely have on my list of cars. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run it like this. Let's wait for them to start. I'm going to be a little bit off the pace, but we'll see. I do get like 20 something laps of fuel. Yeah. can hang with speed here, hopefully. Remember, I was racing with a different guy, Joe, in the Ferrari, and we were able to draft across each other quite a bit. I wonder if he was using the 296 or the, what was the other one? Or something. But as you can see, I got like 20 something laps of fuel. Let me do a quick calculation, because I'm doing 51 or so laps. Yep, I'm ready. Alright, calculator. So if I do some quick math, it's an hour race, which is 3,600 seconds divided by, let's say if I do 52 seconds on the slow end, that's 70 laps, or 69.2 laps, so we'd have to round out to 70 because I do have to finish that last lap. And then if I can do 20 divided by 20 is 3.4. So 1, 2, 3. 3 stops. I'll start with a full tank. 1 tank, 2 tanks, 3 tanks. That'd be a 4th one. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to fill up 3 times, maybe another splash. E. No, it looks like Snood switched to the 4GT, so I'm probably screwed. Yeah, alright, it's too late. So I'm probably screwed on this race, but it is what it is. I'm not a super huge. Yeah, I like doing the playoffs. It's not my favorite. I'm more into the full series, but this is still fun. And because I got second in the main series, I got some bonus points for the playoffs, which is certainly helpful. So even if I don't finish great in this race, there are 2 more races that I can do well in to make sure that I get into the final. And really, just, you know, I don't need to win this race or the next 2. I just need to have enough points to get into the final. We have 7 people on tonight. Normally we have at least like 12. Sometimes we do a full 16, but it's not often that we have a full 16. But usually we're a good amount over 10. So we're a few people light this race. And then trying to jump in and draft up anybody during qualifying isn't going to help. If they bump me, great. If not, we have drafting like the slipstream turned off for qualifying. Kind of helping us out a little bit, so that's nice. I know, pretty much in the back. I knew Anna will be up front. Really towards the end of the race, well, during the middle of the race, if I have a drafting partner and I get disconnected from them, it's not really going to help me, because then I'll be solo. It's really just going to be that last leg. If I can manage to stay out a little bit and not pit, well, they have to pit. That's pretty much going to be, I think, my only strategy. Even if I get in their draft, these other cards, I think they're still going to just pull away. Side draft actually works in Gran Turismo, but sometimes you can kind of get a little, like, cut some air by getting up next to the wall. Barely in the 151s. I'm sorry, 51s, not 151. And they're all in the 50s, so they're gonna have a whole second ahead of me, like faster than me per lap. So this might be a lonely race. And I'll probably just jump with, we'll start with hard tires, because I don't think that's actually gonna. I've never tested it, but I heard someone saying that because they're stiffer, they roll smoother, essentially less drag. So that might be better for during the race. And then obviously they might only have to change the tires once, but then again, pit strategy is going to be kind of dependent on if I'm working with somebody, and we do use like an open chat, so if slash when you hear me talking to somebody else, it's probably someone in our open chat to coordinate whether they're taking tires or not. Because if I don't take tires and they do, then obviously I'll be out of the slipstream, and if they get hooked up with somebody else, then that's even worse for me. So we'll have to see how this shakes out. So we got another minute. I know, I'm going back out. I won't have enough time. Well, if I have to serve my 3 seconds right here, I'll be very slow by the time I get to the end of, I don't know if I'll be up to speed at the end of by the time I hit the start-finish line. I didn't get to do another lap. That's fine. I didn't really think I was. So. Alright, so now we'll get a few-minute break before we actually start the main race. So we usually try to start around at the top of the hour at midnight. I'm over on the East Coast, but because we started qualifying a couple of minutes late, we'll probably do a 5-minute break and then come back to it. So. Grab the screenshot. I'm doing it right now. Yep, yeah, no problem. I'm gonna post it in the chat. There we go. Now just grabbing a screenshot of our qualifying for the points, which I use. I have a spreadsheet that I use for doing points. So yeah, it looks like everybody's in a 40 except for Animal and myself and Trademark. So that should be a fun battle for them. Yep, good job, Animal. Yeah, Bones in second, nice. we taking 5? Cool. I'll be back in just a minute. Who? Okay, I will be right back because we should be starting in about 5 minutes. Okay, I am back. And let me just message them and tell them that I'm back too, in case they're waiting. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna throw a quick shout out to my dad. It was his birthday. Actually, it just changed to May 1st. But yesterday was his birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. Yep, Dad, I love you, and I'll pop by and see you this weekend. We should be getting started soon. They're just going over some the schedule for next week. Let's make sure I have hard tires on. Yeah. He should still be on the track because he's in the lobby. He should be. Yeah, he had, like, he did basically the green check marker check. Oh yeah, because if we start the race and he isn't actually racing, he'll be sitting in the middle of the track. Yeah. I mean, I think you can actually remove him if he's not going to race. If you, yeah, Animal, if you click on his name. Yep, as ready as I'm gonna be. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I had the Ford or not. I guess I probably should have jumped in the Peugeot, but that's okay. Ah, Ghost, I saw you. Oh, there, Ghost, I saw your message. Thank you. Oh, is it off? That's alright. If I can stay in the draft of these guys for a little bit, because if not, they're just going to take off. Master Shake keeps bumping me up, and that looks something really helpful. say they want to pull away without Shake bumping me, I think they would all take off. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I'm slowing down already. They're gonna take off. Hopefully, I don't know if Bones will bump me up or if he's just gonna pull on past. The key thing is being easy to work with when you're bump drafting. You can see sometimes people are all over the place, so you can stay with a nice smooth line and they know where you're going to be, then it's easy for them to bump you. Interesting though is that Animal is definitely going to run out of fuel before those Fords, so we'll have to see what he does. Is he going to be in a spot where he's going to want someone to help him, because his car is certainly fast and he could probably push me around. To say it, but Bones are probably better off leaving me because their gap is growing. And without them in front of me to draft off of them, they're just gonna pull away. And I won't even be able to catch him to push him up. If I can stay on the lead lap, then me being able to go further will certainly help out, but I don't know. The animal just said he has 7 point something laps left. And I think somebody in the Ford said that they had 11, so I have a whole nother lap. Maybe 2 on the Fords. And I got like 4 or 5 laps on the on the Peugeot. Hitting with like 40 something minutes left. That's the first pit. Trying to see when the animal's going to pit. He should be pitting in the next like 2 or 3 laps. And Scorpion, which shows as Micah on my list here, they have about 7 seconds on snooze. But Animal needs to pit in the next like 2 or 3 laps, I think. So, which will either Scorpion's gonna have to go into them, or he's going to be all alone, but then again, he can just be all alone and wait for Snoods and Master Shake to catch up. Scorpion's at 5, or just under 6. So that would mean that Snooze Master Shake and Bones are probably all at 5. So when they pit, I could keep going, but I'm also going to have to pit, so not really going to make a huge difference, because I'll just probably wait, because then that way, if I can get away with less gas at the end, we have the refueling set to 5. Oh, Snoot and Shake Pit. That catches me up to them, but he's only 7 seconds back. So he'll close that gap on me. Make sure I don't get any crazy penalties. Make sure I enter the pit nice and early. I should have hit with Bones so that way I could come back out with him, but I don't know if he would have put much effort into working with me or not. I stay out, the more fuel they use, and we'll have to pit again. off the pit before he gets to me, but he's closing pretty quick. That way he doesn't get to use my slipstream at all. I hope that wasn't too tight to the inside to give me a penalty. Let's get gas and then I'm out of here. I did 23 laps. I guess 22. This is the start of the 23rd. That's going to cost me big time. Burn fuel a little bit differently because I'm on my own. Right before I was getting bumped. If I get 6th place, that will be 18 points. set of 3 races. And because I got second in the previous championship, that gives me 12 to start with. Trying to stay as much on the draft as I can, which won't last too long, but if I'm a lap down, I don't think they're going to stay in long enough for me to unlap myself and take the lead. Well, no, if I get unlapped, I'll be on the same lap, but I won't be in the lead until I go around again. I basically have to do 2 laps while they're in the pits, which I don't know that I actually do that. Try and catch up to Scorpion. if I risk not taking tires. Don't know if my right rear will. I don't think so, because I'm not actually braking for anything. Animal can't lap me. He may have to pit. He won't have to pit before I have to pit. Well, just shortly after. He actually might have to pit twice. 2 more times. So I got 10 laps of fuel. I might have to grab a splash at the end, which will be painful. Yeah, 10 laps left, 30 minutes. Down to 20 minutes. So if I did not mess up my pit, would that be the 3 seconds? Would I actually be ahead of him? 6.7 laps, 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes till I get the 20-minute mark. Under 20 minutes, then I know that I can definitely go the rest of the race. If I'm over it, then I might have to stop again. That will definitely ruin any chance I have of catching bones. About what I got on a tank. I think I'm gonna risk taking no tires. I know that back one is gonna be dead before the end of the race, but if I don't, I don't know. I mean, they must have taken tires at some point, right? Set of tires. definitely gonna grab tires because if I was gonna be close, then that would be one thing, but I don't want to run 20 minutes. Possibly. No tires. Alright, so hopefully, I mean, this is actually going to put me a lap down again, so we'll see if in 20 minutes they'll have to stop once. I won't have to stop again. I don't know if Anna will have to stop for a second splash. If he's only doing 15 minutes, that's like, yeah, 15 laps. So 15 minutes, so he'll have to stop one more time. I don't think you have to stop twice, but I definitely need. There we go. I might not need all of that, but. On the same amount of going still, or am I down a lot? It's going to come back around if I'm... If you lot me right there. If they stop, they probably have to do, they just do a short stop, so... Unless they need tires and some fuel, but... Pits now, and he's doing only 15 laps on a tank, he might have to grab a splash at the end, unless he's gonna fuel save. But I'm hoping he goes in now. If he's fuel mapping already. I'm good to go. I just need other people to pit and see where I end up if I catch them. hopefully they're grabbing tires. I'm not going to catch them in only 12 minutes. I don't think they'll have to pit again. Down to the last 10 minutes. At this point, I don't think I'm going to catch them, so... my hope is that we don't do another oval track for a while. Actually, Bones, I believe his birthday's coming up, so he picked Deep Forest. So at least it's not another oval track. It seems like we've just been doing a lot of oval lately. But, I mean, I know we have a lot of people that like oval track, so it's good to let them get a taste of the stuff that they like as well. Within the last 10 minutes. Who knows, maybe somebody will fall asleep. I have to get a camera or something going here from 109 behind the leader with a minute 9, right? So I think that's somebody lapping me. Well, obviously it's somebody lapping me. I don't think it's the leader. The in-cockpit mirror does not do justice to how close somebody actually is to you. do another lap. Will I do 2 laps? I don't know if I'll do 2 more laps. I know I'll definitely start another lap. I think that'll be my final lap. Take the win. Let's see, they're gonna pass the checkered flag coming up. Take that run. Alright, so this is my last lap right here. Sure that's still Master Shake in front of me, so I'm not catching anybody. Yeah, 2 laps back. Good job, everybody. Nope. I'm grabbing the results right now. Okay, posted. Yep, good job, everyone. Oh yeah, anyone who's racing, I think. Yeah, yep. So it's be I think it's the 2 hours at Laguna. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday night. Yep. And if you were in, we're gonna swap cars. So if you were in the prototype last time, you'll be in the GT3 cars, and if you're in the Group 3, and then if you're in the Group 3 cars, you'll be in the prototypes. All right, cool. All right. Yep. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you. All right. See ya. Okay, well, that was that race. Not the result I wanted, obviously, but I probably should have went with the Peugeot. I wanted to drive that Ford GT, but we're able to pick from, in this league, we can pick from a few different cars. I think at one point we had up to like 5 different manufacturers that we could choose from. And I use the Porsche like 99% of the time, so I always forget what I have, and I wasn't 100% sure if I could use that Ford. Obviously Animal had a good solid result with the Peugeot, so I probably should have just grabbed that, because the other guys in the Fords wisely were more concerned about having a drafting partner than, you know, pushing their stuff to the limit, because you could see that Micah Scorpion, he was out ahead, but he was alone, so Snoods and Animal were able to catch him, and then so they basically, you know, even though they could go longer, they pretty much stuck with the pit strategy for the Peugeot and didn't really take advantage of the extra gas that the Ford carried. So if I had a Ford, maybe I could have worked with, you know, it could have got split up instead of being the three of them. I could have worked with someone and then broke it away. Although I guess maybe it would have been Animal and I, and we would have just done, because I've done that in the past where pretty much the strategy with the Peugeot, because you have less fuel, is you just have to push as hard as you can and just work up a gap, and then hope that when you pit, you know, you either come out just ahead of them or not too far behind where you can catch up and then pull another gap. I won the race doing that before, but that was before, back when we had the refuel rate set a lot lower. Sorry, a lot faster. So basically, you know, you pull into the pit and your tank would top off in a second or two. It wasn't like the 5 or 7 liters, like seconds a liter that we have now. So definitely change it up a little bit. If anything, I think it makes it a little bit more fair, but certainly introduces more of a pit strategy, because before it's, you know, you could get away with just filling your tank up and only cost you a couple seconds. But yeah. Alright, I am gonna get going because I got work in the morning, and I will, as I mentioned a minute ago, this Saturday, same time, we're gonna do a race at Laguna Seca. It's a multi-class race, so we'll have prototypes of Group 1 and Group 3 cars in there. It's a lot of fun, and that's the race that I started, the league that I started. And it does have a few of the same drivers, like Snoods, Bones, Scorpion. They will all be over there, and plus some other guys. And it's good racing. So if you can tune in, great. I will catch you then. Have a good night.